guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. Today starts another reading vlog, so stay tuned. So it is Sunday, July 15th, and though I wasn't really planning on doing much reading today, and I haven't done a whole lot, I did actually decide to start something. I decided I wanted to do another one of my Once Upon a Book Club subscription boxes. And so I decided that I would do one of the past crates, and I'm doing the October 2017 box. And that is Sparked by Helena Echlin and Melanie Watrous. So I am currently on page 33, so just getting started, like I said. But it's time for the first gift. So it says here, Mom had found diner chairs with glittery red seats to match Grandma's table. She'd strung fairy lights over the cabinets, and we'd covered the fridge with our favorite photos. So now I'm going to go and find the gift for page 33. Okay, so this one looks like this. It's a big envelope with what looks like gold glitter on it. So there's a picture of two girls doing cartwheels on a beach, which I believe that would be Laurel and Ivy, which are the two sisters from the story. It looks like that. And it came with 4 little magnets to hold it to the fridge. And they just look like this. They're yellow speckled ones. So that is the first gift. Don't know that I'll keep the photo, but I'll use the magnets for sure. So now I'm just going to go back to reading for a little while, and I've kind of been going back and forth between reading and editing, and yeah, I still have a lot of editing to do on my reading vlog, and it's supposed to post tomorrow, so I should get back to doing all this, but I will check in with you later when I get to the next gift, which looks like the next gift will be page 164, and it's this. So I will talk to you later. So it is still Sunday the 15th, and I actually haven't read much more of this. I'm currently on page 49, so only right there. But in these first 49 pages, some very interesting stuff has happened. Okay, so this book is about a girl named Laurel who wakes up one morning and her sister Ivy has just disappeared. We don't know if she's been kidnapped, don't know if she's just run off. And the whole first 49 pages is about Friday, that first day. And she's going through all of these things, hoping that her sister will show up, and she never comes to school, and she isn't home from school at the end. And they do end up finding a note saying that she's gone to stay with a friend in Portland for a week, but something seems off there. Also, we're introduced to a boy named Jasper who very well may be able to start fires with his eyes. I don't know. And towards the very end of the Friday section, we switch perspectives from Laurel to a girl named May. And May might possibly be a shapeshifter. I don't know. Like I said, I'm only 49 pages into it, and it's quite interesting. So I need to go to bed, but I'm kind of like, I really want to stay up and read. But I do need to go to bed though, because Marty and I are getting up bright and early in the morning, and we're going to the gym, and then we're going to come home and get showered, and then we're going out and getting a couples massage from Massage Envy, and then we're going to go and have some lunch, then come back here, and he's going to have to take a nap because he's got to flip his schedule, because right now he's on a day schedule, but on Wednesday he has to go in nights, so he'll be on a night schedule for the rest of the week. So he has one day to flip his schedule. So when we get home from lunch, he's going to take a nice long nap so that hopefully he can stay up really late tomorrow. And I have one video to edit tomorrow, which shouldn't take me too terribly long, I hope. So I'm hoping that I'll get a lot more of this read tomorrow, because It's definitely sounding like a fun book. And I really want to read it right now. But I really have to go to bed. Reader problems. Alright, well, I will talk to you tomorrow. So we were done at the gym, though shortly after getting there, my battery died, so I didn't really get to film very much of that. But we are on our way home now to take a quick shower, and then we are off to get massages. So we are back home, and we've had a very busy day. After we did our gym and showers and massages, then we went and had some lunch, and then we had to take Becca's cat Stella to the vet because, well, Stella had run off and went on some kind of adventure, and she was missing for a long time, to the point where Becca had posted on all kinds of things like Facebook and some animal finding thing, and she went to the shelter and she passed out flyers all around the neighborhood. And then last night Stella just came home. She was gone for like over a week, and she just kind of came home. And she was super skinny, and we could only get her to drink water last night. Couldn't get her to eat anything, and kind of was the same today. So we took her to the vet, and she's having to stay overnight at the vet because she is extremely dehydrated, and we'll have to see how she is tomorrow because her liver and kidneys were pretty rough shape because of being extremely dehydrated. So she is spending the night on IVs and all that good stuff, so hopefully they'll fix her up. Fingers crossed. So that was a big part of our afternoon. And then we came home, and I've been editing and going back and forth between editing and reading, and I am currently on page 164 of Sparked, and I just got to my next gift. So it says, to distract myself, I examined the books on the nightstand. On top was a hardback copy of Hemingway's The Sun Also Rises. I wonder if there's going to be another book in this box. That would be crazy. But I don't know, the package felt too light to be a book. I don't know. So here's the, yeah, it's so, I wonder, I think I might know what it is. Let's see. It's sort of the book. It's one of those boxes that you can store stuff in, but it's The Sun Also Rises by Ernest Hemingway. And there is a personalized signature in here by Ernest Hemingway. And I'm not going to read what it says because that could possibly be a spoiler for the book, so I'm not going to read that. But this is fun. It's very cool. And it actually, sometimes it'll describe these things. So here, let me remove the paper. It says, it looked like another antique. The cover showed a woman in a one-shouldered dress leaning back against a tree. I opened it, noticing that the paper inside was yellowed, and there was handwriting on the title page, which I'm not going to read that. But yeah, the woman with the one-shouldered dress leaning against the tree. Cool. They really do put a lot of thought, I think, into these gifts. I think it's just so cool. Alright, well, it is almost time for dinner, so I don't know if I'll check in again tonight or not. I guess it just depends on if I get to another gift. Let's see. The next gift, well, I might. The next gift is this one here, which is page 184. That's only like 18 more pages, so you'll probably see me again tonight. But if not, then I'll just talk to you later. Okay, so I just got to the next gift on page 184, and it says, Sky walked through the door. She was wearing red and white striped leg warmers under a pair of cargo shorts and hiking boots. And our gift is in here. Oh, that's funny. So they're like some knee-high or thigh-high striped socks. Very thin ones too. You can see through them. I don't know if you can see through them or not, but that's funny. Alright, so the next gift, and it looks like the last gift, is going to be on page 274. So that's not going to be for a while. Probably not going to get there tonight. So it'll probably be tomorrow, the next time I do a check-in. Yeah, I would have to get through this much more. Unless I manage to get a lot more reading done tonight, I will check in with you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Tuesday, July 17th, and I am going to the gym. So I'm at the grocery store, gotta pick up a few things, and then I'm gonna head back home and get to editing because I have 2 videos I have to edit today. So, on to the grocery shopping. Bananas. So it's about 1:30 now, and I'm home from shopping, and I put everything away, and then I had me some lunch, and I've taken a shower, and now I'm watching a little bit of YouTube, and then I will get to editing. So it's like almost midnight now, but I just wanted to kind of fill you in on how the rest of the day went. I did get my 2 videos edited, and I got one of them uploaded and all of that, and tomorrow I'll have to upload the other one. We also got a call from the vet, and Becca's cat Stella has made significant improvements, though she is far from being out of the woods. She's still not in great shape, and her like kidney levels or whatever are like super high, but they said that it was hopeful because of the improvement she made in just 24 hours. So she is staying another 24 hours and getting more fluids and all of that good stuff. So hopefully tomorrow afternoon she will be so much better. Fingers crossed. As far as reading goes, I am loving this book. It is so good. Oh my gosh. So you have where it starts out in the very beginning of the book. Laurel's sister Ivy has gone missing, and she's desperate to try to find her. And well, we end up with a bunch of people with essentially superpowers or magic powers or whatever you want to call it. And they're trying to save Ivy because she's necessary for, well, saving the world. And this has a little bit of like a hero's feel to it in just that aspect where it's like you have to save this girl to save the whole world because they have to join together, and yeah. But it's so good. I'm loving it. But I have gotten to the next gift. So it says, she pulled one of her little pewter teacups from the velvet evening clutch hanging by a strap from one wrist. So I'm guessing maybe the little teacup, but we'll see. And this is actually the last gift. Okay, so we have the little velvet clutch. and we open it up and we have the little metal teacup. I just love these boxes. They're just so cool. Very soft tassel. So cute. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to finish this tonight because there's still like another 50 pages left and it's midnight, so I don't know. I may stay up for a few more minutes reading, but I really got to get to bed. So I will talk to you tomorrow. It is Wednesday, July 18th, and it's about 10 a.m. and I am heading to the gym. Meow. I am home now. It's a little after 11. My body is screaming for some potassium, so I'm gonna have me a banana and then I'm going to take a shower and then I'll probably actually have lunch and, hey kitty, have lunch and watch some YouTube and stuff and then do hair and makeup because I have filming to do today. Right now, I am too hot and sweaty to do anything. He just got word from Stella's vet that her numbers went down more, which is good, but not enough. And it looks like she may have permanent kidney damage and chronic kidney failure. She's staying at the vet another night and they're gonna keep her on fluids and everything, and we'll see how her blood work comes back tomorrow. But we're looking at probably bringing her home tomorrow evening. I'm not looking forward to telling Becca all of this when she comes home from work today. She's gonna be heartbroken. They said when she comes home, if she does well, then she probably has 6 to 9 months. If she doesn't do well, then she may have a couple of days. Though they said sometimes these cats, they come home and they do exceptionally well and they end up living for a couple of years. I don't know. This is terrible. Well, I guess I will check in with you guys later. So I just finished reading Sparked by Helena Echlin and Melina Watrous. And oh my gosh, this book is so good. Like, anytime I was reading it, I did not want to stop, which is why I ended up staying up way too late many nights because I just wanted to keep reading it. And oh my gosh, it's so good. And yeah, I give this 5 stars without a doubt. And it's kind of like if you took Buffy and you took Heroes and kind of combined those. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this book. And I mean, just like on Buffy, there's the whole, you know, save the world apocalypse kind of thing. And in Heroes, you got to save the one girl so that you can, you know, save the world. And there's demons and possible zombie apocalypse and magic. And this book, it's so good. So good. And I got to the end and I was just like, I need more. I need more. So I wrote one of the authors on Instagram and asked if there was going to be a sequel because I was like, I need more. This can't be all. I need another book. So yeah, I'm waiting to hear back from the author. I hope there's another book, because I really don't want the story to end where it is. I highly recommend this book though. So now I'm going to move on to Legendary, which is like my most anticipated read of the year. So I'm really excited to get started on this. And it's like almost 6:30 now. And Becca's not going to get off work until like 9 o'clock tonight. And Marty has already left for work. So it's just me here for tonight. So I think I'm going to go and fix me a little something to eat. Maybe watch a little YouTube. And then probably go and clean up my bedroom, because it's a disaster. And I guess I'll just check in with you later. So it's like 11 o'clock at night now. Becca got home and I had to break the news to her, which was really, really sad. And we both cried for a little bit. And we still have our fingers crossed and hoping for the best, but we'll see how tomorrow goes. As far as my reading goes, I think I said earlier that I finished Sparked and I gave that 5 stars. Loved it. And I've started reading Legendary and I am currently on page 120 of this. So I've made a pretty good dent. I'm going through it surprisingly fast. But it's actually pretty well like spaced, and yeah, the font's fairly large, so it's going by pretty quick. My plan is to finish this week. That's what my goal is. And I actually just filmed kind of an impromptu TBR for next week, because I just watched a YouTube video of Books and Lala talking about her 7-in-7 readathon TBR, and well, I didn't even know about that readathon, and so I want to get in on that. I'm going to attempt to read 7 books in the 7-in-7 readathon, and then the next week attempt to read another 7 books in the booktubeathon. So that's gonna be fun. I have 2 large stacks of books, but that'll be good because that'll get 14 books off of my TBR that books I need to read, and we'll get a lot of books knocked out for the month of July. So that's also good, because your girl has an outrageous TBR. Seriously, it's out of control. So I think tomorrow I'm not gonna go to the gym, just because I've done it 3 days in a row, and that's after not doing it for a long time. So my body's just like, what the crap are you doing? And that hurts. So I need to, I think, give it at least a day to rest, and then I plan on going back on Friday. But tomorrow I'm thinking I'm going to go and get a pedicure, maybe. And I need to go to Walmart and buy some bowls, because we've had too many bowls break and stuff, so we're running really low on bowls. So I gotta go buy some bowls from Walmart. And I think most of my day is probably gonna be spent editing, because I have like 3 videos that I need to get edited and uploaded and all that stuff, so that's gonna be fun. That's the worst part, really. It is. I hate editing so much. I love filming. I love interacting with everybody. I hate editing. It's just so tedious. It takes so long. I don't know how some people do it like super fast, but I'm like really slow. And for example, my reading vlogs, usually I have like hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half at least of footage, and I condense that down into 20-30 minutes. And to do that tends to take me 6 to 8 hours. Yeah, it takes me that long, because yeah, I make a lot of mistakes and I have a lot of pauses and a lot of ands and ums, and yeah, it just takes me a while. All right, I'm gonna go and I will talk to you tomorrow. So it's almost noon on Thursday, July 19th, and I spent way too much time this morning on YouTube watching videos and stuff that now I really don't have time to go and get my nails done. So I'm just not gonna go out today, and I think I'll save that for tomorrow and just not do the gym the rest of this week, because I still have a lot of editing to do that I haven't done anything at all today except for watching YouTube and making a new TBR pile, because G over at Book Roast is doing her n.e.w.t.s exam readathon, which is like a Harry Potter inspired readathon, and it's going to be in August, and I really want to participate in that. But back in April she had a o.w.l.s exam readathon that was kind of like the first part of this readathon. So the n.e.w.t.s exam readathon kind of continues what you did in the o.w.l.s, and I didn't get to do the o.w.l.s, and granted you don't have to do the o.w.l.s to participate in the n.e.w.t.s one, but I want to. And o.w.l.s was done back in April, and well, I have all the challenges for the o.w.l.s exam pulled up here, and my plan is I'm going to do my o.w.l.s from today until August 5th, and then after that I'm going to start working on my n.e.w.t.s. So I'm giving myself a little bit less time for the n.e.w.t.s, which is significantly more difficult, but that's allowing me to try to squeeze in and give me like 2.5 weeks approximately to do my o.w.l.s. And instead of filming a separate o.w.l.s TBR, I thought I would just do it in this reading vlog. So I've decided I was going to do 6 of the o.w.l.s exams. So the first one is Ancient Ruins. And for that it says a book with a symbol on the cover. So for Ancient Ruins, I'm going to read The Darkest Minds, because I plan on going to see this movie the weekend of August 3rd when it comes out. The next exam is Arithmecy, and that is read a book with a number on the cover or in the title. And for that, I am going to read YOLO Juliet by William Shakespeare and Brett Wright, because it has the number 4 on the cover. It says forever. So for the exam Care of Magical Creatures, it says read a book that includes magical creatures or features a magical creature on the cover. So for that, I'm going to read The Girl at Midnight by Melissa Gray, because it has a dragon on the front. For the Charms exam, it says read a fantasy book. And for that, I'm going to read Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan McGuire. For the Herbology exam, it says read a book with a nature-related word in the title. And for that, I'm going to read Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Seanan McGuire, because sticks is a word in nature, and well, there's a tree there, so. And for the History of Magic exam, it says read a historical fiction. And for that, I'm going to read The Crucible by Arthur Miller. So I'm also participating in the 7 in 7 readathon and the booktubeathon, and those kind of go back to back. So these books will also take care of certain challenges in those readathons. Yeah. It's going to be a packed like a month and a half of reading, so there'll be lots to watch in my reading vlogs as far as what I read and my thoughts on those. And speaking of reading, last night I read just a tiny bit more of Legendary. Yeah, I took the cover off. But I'm currently on page 160 of this, so I don't know, maybe a third of the way through. So I'm moving through this pretty quickly, which is good because, like I said, my goal is to finish this by the end of this week, because Monday starts the 7 in 7 readathon, so I need to finish that before then. Also this weekend, Marty's parents and my niece Jill are coming, and they're bringing Xander home. And on Saturday, we're going to Atlanta to see the Book of Mormon, which is going to be lots of fun, and I'm really looking forward to that. Plus, that's our last show that we're going to go see in Atlanta. And then they're going to go home on Sunday, and yeah, it's just, I'm going to have a lot going on for a while. So I've got to get to this editing, so I guess I will check with you later. So it's like 1:45 and I've literally not read anything today. I've been pretty much editing all day. I've kind of watched some YouTube throughout, but mostly I've been editing all day. And I just finished editing my 3rd video, and I still have to make my thumbnail and upload it and all of that stuff, but I'm thinking I'm going to do that tomorrow. And I have another video that I have to edit and upload and all that stuff tomorrow too. But hopefully that won't take too terribly long, I hope. So I think for tonight I'm just going to continue reading Legendary by Stephanie Garber for just maybe 10-15 minutes before I go to bed, and hopefully I'll get a lot more reading done tomorrow. Also today I figured out what my TBR is going to be for the n.e.w.t.s readathon, so that's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of reading, but I need to do a lot of reading, so it's good. Well, I guess I am going to go for now, and I will check in with you tomorrow. So it is Friday, July 20th, and we just brought Stella home. Say hi. She's gonna get some food.
Oh, I'll just leave the spoon there.
Look at her eat. Yay. We're so happy to have you home, Stella. You happy to have her home?
Yeah. Look at her go.
This is Becca's baby right here. So it's like 11:30 Friday night, and I'm getting ready to go to bed because we have to get up early tomorrow to drive to Atlanta because we are going to go see the Book of Mormon tomorrow. But before I did that, I wanted to do a quick little check-in with you and let you know about my reading, which I'm still reading Legendary by Stephanie Garber, and I'm currently on page 226. And we're in Caraval. I think I was second guessing things throughout most of the book. I'm just now starting to halfway through this book kind of second guess what's real and what's not. So that's a little bit different. I'm not feeling so emotionally invested this time, but it could just be because it's Tella instead of Scarlet, and I think I got more invested in Scarlet before. But I am enjoying it still, and I have a feeling that I'm going to get more into it as it goes, but we shall see. I'm hoping that on the way to Atlanta and on the way back, I can maybe finish this. It's my goal to finish this tomorrow. Not sure if that's going to happen because I'm only like halfway through it, but we'll be in the car for a long time. Also, I have a very small Amazon Prime Day haul to show you. So I have this, which is one of those very cool, I don't want to unroll it, but it's a very cool map that's done all in gold, and you scratch off the like places you've been or however you want to do it. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to scratch off all of the places that we've been, which we've been to quite a few places, though on the grand scale we've been to very few, and I want to go to so many more, and this will help with encouraging that, I think. And this is normally $28.99, and on the Amazon Prime Day I got it for $14.54. Next I got a pair of shoes, and I thought they were really cute. I actually wanted like 3 pairs in different styles, but they sold out before I could get to them. But these are these silver, shiny, like Airwalk shoes, which are kind of like Converse wannabes maybe. But they're normally $30 and I got them for $19. And then last but not least, I got this little makeup tower cosmetic organizer thing. And the one, it shows a black one here, but the one I have is actually clear. And this is normally $26.99 and I got it for $12. So not bad at all. Though it looks like I'm gonna have quite some putting together here. But yeah, all in all of these things are like around $30 a piece, and I got them for all of them about $40 something for all three. So essentially I got them like half price for everything, which is awesome. I haven't tried on the shoes yet though. I'm hoping they fit and they're comfortable, but they're cute. And as you saw earlier, we got to bring Stella home today, which was really, really nice. She's as well as she's going to get. Unfortunately, her kidneys are pretty much kaput. And the vet didn't really expect her to be able to withstand for an extended period of time. She told us that we're probably looking at 6 to 9 months. But that sometimes these animals will surprise you, and it depends on how she does with her diet and all of that stuff. But she's going to be on a special kidney diet for, well, the rest of her life, and we're just gonna have to watch her carefully and that kind of stuff. But she seemed to be very happy to be back home, and we're happy to have her back home. Fingers crossed for the rest of that. And I think that's really all for today. So I'm going to head to bed and I will check in with you tomorrow. So it is Saturday, July 21st, and as you can see, we're in the car. We're on our way to Atlanta, and I've continued reading Legendary by Stephanie Garber. I am currently on page 266, so right there. And Marty and I have actually finished listening to the audiobook of War Storm by Victoria Aveyard, and I would give that, I think, a 3.75. I don't know, to me it was kind of lacking a little bit compared to the other books, where I don't know, in the other books I was more invested in Mare and in Cal, and I found I really wasn't so much with this book. I was very interested with Maven, and it was really cool that in this book we got Cal and Maven's perspectives, but I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling Mare or Cal much in this book. I was, however, totally feeling Evangeline and loving her character and her perspective, and was very much invested in her and wanted her to find her happily ever after by the end. And I do like that. I do like how things happen with her, so I was happy about that. And the book did have a good, you know, wrap up and conclusion, and I don't know, it's just certain things were for me, but overall it was still a good book, and really enjoyed the whole series overall. Now we are, I don't know, we're like 10 minutes away from where we're going, so don't know if we're gonna start anything else just yet. I may continue reading a little bit more of Legendary until we get there, and yeah, I will just check in with you later. A family that reads together. So it's like 11:15 on Saturday night, and as I said before, we went today to see the Book of Mormon in Atlanta at the Fox Theater, and it was so good. Oh my gosh, I went there not really knowing at all what this play really was gonna be, what it was about. All I knew was that it's called the Book of Mormon. It's supposed to be really good and comedy, and was written by the people that wrote South Park. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. It was so good, and quite possibly one of my favorites out of all the shows we've been to. Loved it. Also, as we were leaving the theater, and I didn't have my camera out at the time, but as we were leaving the theater, I ran into Cassie Hall. She's like on Twitter and Instagram. She's Book Lion Queen. And she has a booktube channel as well, which I'll put her link down in the description. But we actually met back in November at y'all.s, and we had both been watching each other's channels. And it was funny because she was volunteering at the theater when we were leaving. We're like walking out right past her, and she's like, "Hey, did you enjoy the show?" And I was about to respond, and I was like, "Oh my gosh." And that was really cool. So yeah, that was pretty neat getting to see her, because I hadn't seen her since November. And then when we got home, I pretty much just kind of sat around reading. As you saw, Xander and Marty's mother, we were all sitting around reading together. It was great. We have a little reading party, sort of. Anyway, this evening I managed to finish reading Legendary, and oh, it's so good. Ah, I need the third book now. But I'm gonna have to wait another year almost for the third book to come out. But you know, it was funny because the first half of this book, I was like, you know, it's good, but it just wasn't really grabbing hold of me quite like Caraval did. But that changed quite a bit in like the second half, because there were some twists. And I mean, okay, honestly, I have to say I still like Caraval better than Legendary, but this one was still really, really good. I think I would give this one like a 4.5. I really, really, really enjoyed it, though I think I enjoyed Caraval more. However, I'm really, really excited to see what happens in the last book. I cannot wait. Also, as I said in the car on our way to Atlanta, we finished listening to War Storm by Victoria Aveyard, and I gave that a 3.75. And also this week, I started and finished reading Sparked by Helena Echelon and Melanie Watrous. And this was in one of the past Once Upon a Book Club subscription boxes. I think it was their October box. And I gave this 5 stars because it was so good. So good. Love this book. So I had a really good reading week, I think. Yeah, I started and finished 2 books this week, and finished listening to the rest of 1 audiobook. So pretty good. And next week starts my 7 in 7 readathon, so that'll be fun. And in the morning, we're gonna get up and go have breakfast with Marty's parents and my niece Jill before they head back home. And then I'm probably just going to edit and get this reading vlog all edited so I can get it uploaded and all that stuff. And that's really it. I don't have anything else planned for tomorrow. But before I go, I almost forgot that I got some book mail. So I actually got my next Once Upon a Young Adult Book Club subscription box. And though I'm not going to start reading this and going through and opening the gifts, I did want to show you at least what the book is. I haven't opened it up yet, so opening this month up, it looks like so. Okay, so we've got this little gift here for page 70. We've got something in an envelope for page 142. A print that goes along with the book usually. This, it says page 118. this gift, which is page 343. And then we have the book, which is Wild Blue Wonder by Charlie Zaraziak. Looks like that. Oh, and it has a signed book plate in it. This says, "There are two monsters in this story. One of them is me. Ask anyone in Winship, Maine, and they'll tell you the summer camp Quinn's family owns is a magical place. Paper wishes hang from the ceiling. Blueberries grow in the dead of winter. According to local legend, a sea monster even lurks off the coast. Mostly, there's just a feeling that something extraordinary could happen there. Like Quinn falling in love with her best friend Dylan. After the accident, the magic drained from Quinn's life. Now Dylan is gone, the camp is a lonely place, and Quinn knows it's her fault. But the new boy in town, Alexander, doesn't see her as the monster she believes herself to be. As Quinn lets herself open up again, she begins to understand the truth about love, loss, and monsters, real and imagined." Also, we got the little pamphlet here that has the read-along dates and a save the date where they will do like a live meet and greet with the author. And then there's like discussion dates and questions and things like that. And it says on the back, "Psst. To fully experience this box, remember to only open your gifts once you reach the attached page numbers." And as you saw when I was reading Sparked, they'll have little post-it notes on the page to let you know when to open the gifts. So this box is just so much fun. Oh, and another thing I forgot to mention is on the way back from Atlanta, Marty and I started listening to the audiobook of Watchers by Dean Koontz, and we are currently on page 75 of that. So yeah, just a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to end this here because there's a lot of footage over this week, and I have a feeling this video is going to be ridiculously long. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, bye!